Exactly. I just find that this album has like good intentions and good vibes and stuff throughout it.
Yeah.
But it's not one of those sort of albums that, like, it's easy listening to have it in the background, like music that you wouldn't necessarily focus on, which sounds
I found
really
it hard to
harsh.
focus on.
Yeah, it sounds really harsh because it's Jill Scott, man. She's amazing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for sure. I think she would have lent her it. It could be. I mean, during that time, there was a lot more longer out. It feels weird saying that actually, because nowadays there's been a resurgence in longer albums, and I think that's because of streams. So people are trying to get more and more streams for their albums, and then people add deluxe editions where they basically add like a whole new album on top. It's not just a few extra bonus songs; it's like a whole album just added at the beginning of the last album, and then the streams carry over and they do it to get into the Grammy nominations again. So when it gets close to that year, but so you know, it might be a bit unfair to judge this based on its climate that it came out in. So what, like 2004, 2005, but I think it could have lent itself to being a bit shorter. Although it's hard to say, if you was to sit with Jill Scott, what songs would you take away? It's like, do you ever listen to that R.A. the Rugged Man album that came out last year?
Yeah. Yes.
That was what, like 20 plus songs, right? Or something like that, or maybe a bit less or more, a bit more. And it's like, I can't even remember the last few songs, but I know that if I just played from track 16 onwards, I'd be like, yeah, every song is sick. It's all sick. Yeah. What do I take away? Like, the best I could tell him if I was like his executive producer would be, just split it in half, split it at track 12 and then release the second half another time, call it part 2, whatever.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, I feel that maybe on here is like, I wonder if I was in the room with her, if I was in the studio with her and I was like feeling the vibes of it, I think it might be hard. Some artists might have that curse where they bring out a lot of great material that is kind of hard to cut down.
Absolutely.
And, you know, shave off material, especially as an artist yourself. Like you don't know how to, you wouldn't know necessarily, like you might feel a certain attachment to every kind of song and think, wow, I want people to hear this, but there's already 12 songs on the album. Okay, maybe I add this one. Okay, maybe I'll add this one as well. Maybe I'll just put this one here. You know, but then to the listener, it's all fresh, you know, and it might be a bit too much for them.
It's, I know, I do know what you mean. Because like, it's not a very sort of, like, as you said, you know, it's very, very, it sounds lovely, right? It's a really nice sounding album. It's produced really, really well, but it's not, there's no sort of, like, it doesn't shift or change. It's not dynamic. It's just this sort of constant level playing field of beautiful music.
It's beautiful. It's great. It's just
it's I know what you mean.
After a while I need a bit more than great. I need a spark, you know, at a certain part, you know.